Awesome. All right, so welcome to our first official Zoom call of Team Be Bold. We are going to do this at a minimum of the last Sunday before the last week of every month.
So you're calling it the last Sunday of the month?
Well, if I call it the last Sunday of the month, it might not actually be the last Sunday of the month. I mean, it might be before that. I don't know. So we're going to do this, and we want to do this for several reasons. First of all, to be able to answer any questions that you guys might have. Also, just to kind of find out where everyone's at and to let you guys know where we as a team are at. We've got a list of things that we want to cover tonight. We don't want to waste your time. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I just want to thank each and every one of you for showing up.
Thank you.
You want to get kicked off?
Okay, so these calls that we're going to do once a month for now, the reason we're doing it once a month is because Brave Babel, our family group with our Superstar Director, Cassie and Nate, theirs is on Monday, every single Monday. So we're not going to add to your list of things to do another call at this time, except for ours once a month. In the future, I do believe that we will get to a point where we need to do it more often, but right now that's where we are. We want these calls to be purposeful for you. We want to include trainings. We want to include Q&As or questions and answers, sharing, and maybe sometimes some recognition if possible. So with that, it's going to be the last Sunday of the month because I don't know how to say the last Sunday before the end of the month without it being the last Sunday of the month. So that just makes sense to me. But last Sunday of the month at 8 p.m. April 22nd is our team event, which means, what did we decide, 2 o'clock?
Yeah.
2 o'clock, I believe, is what we decided.
Hey,
and location is yet to be determined. So I'll make an event for that in our page. The first thing I want to go over with you guys is the chain of command, okay? We are your directors. All of you on here know that, but if for anybody watching later, you may not know that. Daniel and Amanda Head, we are your directors. If you are asking questions or you need help, your sponsor is where you go first. Your sponsor is always where you go first. If you need to, you're always welcome to contact us, of course, but sponsor is a great start.
And so this is important because it's amazing what can happen when you start jumping around. So you always go to your sponsor first, and then if you're unable to get your needs met there, feel free to come to us, your director. Or if your sponsor's
not available.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they're a bad sponsor. I'm saying they might be working. So if you're unable to get your needs met at your sponsor, feel free to come to us. And if we are unable to solve your issues or answer your questions, then you go to your Superstar Director, which is Cassie.
Cassie Shaw. So your chain of command is your sponsor, then your director, and then your SSD. And I don't mean chain of command necessarily like the military, because this is your business. You work it how you want to. But in the needs aspect, that's the way that we go. Also, Team Be Bold is our Facebook page, and it is we made that page for a few reasons, but I'm just going to name 4 that mean something to me. The relationships in our team pages are a huge deal. Okay, it's where Shannon Evans can attest to this, and probably Shannon Sisk. But it's where you build relationships. It's where you get to know one another. It's where you learn to help each other where you need to be helped. It is also a place for recognition. So when you hit certain things in your own business, we're there to cheer you on. We want to be your cheerleaders. And that goes for every single person on this team. It's a tool. It's going to be a place for tools for us to use. I know Friday I spent a little bit of time posting things that we thought would matter to you, be helpful to your business. Use anything you want to on there. It's a place for helping. It's also a place for sharing and idea swapping. So you share what you're doing. I think, did I post in there our party on the go?
Yes.
And I think Shannon posted her bingo picture there. Did you post it in there? Or yeah, okay. Those are things to share with you to help you. Maybe you get your own idea off of something and you want to do something different with that. That's awesome. But it's there to share and swap ideas and to help one another.
Hey, also one thing, if you ask a question in there, we might respond to that with like check your search bar or You know, do that. And we're not trying to be lazy or be mean by that. We're trying to point you to the avenue where you can find the answer for any questions you may have. A lot of times when I'm answering questions, I'm simply able to, like, for example, is such and such available? Well, if I don't have a catalog sitting in front of me, I just go to Google and say, is this such and such available? And
your workstation.
Yeah, your workstation. You can go in there and hit that search bar and be like, what is this? And you'll find it.
So we like to teach and help at the same time. So, and I'm hoping that our leaders do that as well. The leaders at this point on our team are, of course, your sponsor. If you're sponsoring anyone, you're a leader, even if you know nothing. So if you have a team member, you are considered a leader. However, I will call out just a couple of people that are considered leaders to me. We have 3 star consultants on our team right now. And the order goes like this. You have essential consultant, then certified consultant, lead, then star, okay? So we have 3 star consultants on our team. Those people are Shannon and Richard Sisk, Shannon Evans, and Karina and Eric. I don't know where they are. And I haven't actually spoken to them about this, but I have both of the Shannons. So they know that they are considered leaders on the team page. And if your sponsor isn't able to answer a question, because a lot of you are very new and may not know the answers to questions, and that's okay. Those are people that you can reach out to as well, because they know their stuff. They know what they're doing. If they don't know, they know how to find it. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Shayna. If that grasshopper comes over here, I might freak out in a second. Y'all might see some crazy. I just wanted to point out your leaders, and those are our star consultants specifically for this reason right now. Like now, see, y'all are going to see it. Okay. The Shannons, I'm going to call them the Shannons because they know what they're doing, okay? Hey, Fred, what's up? Terms, the first thing that we're going to go over after all that is terms that you may not know, because we use a lot of terms, and if I'm forgetting any, I would love for people to chat in the side and tell me what I'm forgetting. But one that you're going to hear us say a lot is PAT, and that's paid at title, okay? We want to make sure that you guys know what that means. So when I say, are you getting pat, you're not like, using that term the wrong way. It's paid at title. Whatever your title is, are you getting paid at title, or I'm paid at title? PAT. It's PAT. DL means downline. I should have said frontline first. Okay, FL is frontline. So Shannon Sisk, Shannon Evans, Ashley, Shayna, who am I missing? Marcus and Jericho.
Everyone on this call.
Except for Kaylin.
Those
are my frontline. That means I personally am, or we are their sponsors, okay? That means they joined on my join site, okay? Those are people that I sponsor, so they're considered my frontline. Downline are people that like Shannon Sisk or Shannon Evans or any of those people have recruited themselves. They would be considered my downline. All of you are considered in my downline because you're all on my team. But Kaylin is on the call, and I'm not her sponsor. Shannon Sisk is, so she is considered our downline. So DL is downline, FL is frontline. The ranks are certified CC, EC, SC, and SSC, and then director, so D. So those are just things that you might see if someone says, are you promoting to SSC? You might not know what SSC means. That's Superstar Consultant. So we just want to be clear. If you're ever confused about terms that we use that we didn't explain, first of all, I apologize, because I'm going to try and be very clear about that, but make sure that you ask us because we will help. EOM is end of month. End of month is a very, very busy day for Daniel and I. But it's an important day for most people because you're closing out a month, and that's what your paycheck is based on come the 10th of the next month, okay? So whatever you do in the month of March, the last day of the month is the end of the month, and then you get paid for all that work on April 10th, okay? So the 10th of every month. Do you want to do the first 15?
Yeah, real quick. So she just went over all those titles and things. Just so you know, the Be Brave Babble is on Monday nights at 8 o'clock. And it's a Zoom call.
That's
and
Central Time, 8 o'clock Central.
Yeah, we always will put out that link. I've seen a lot of you there. I know I've seen Ashley there. I've seen Shannon there. Michael, who's not on there. Shannon's been there. Yeah, a lot of you guys. So if you have not been on that Be Brave Babel call, you're really missing out. That's a lot of good training. Last week was on how to effectively use hashtags. I know
it was awesome.
A lot of us, I didn't even know that was like a real thing. So that was a lot of learning for me. We've got some good calls scheduled for the next month. I think I am doing on the,
I can't remember the date. April something.
Yeah, I think it's the 12th or the 14th, whatever Monday that is. I will be doing on why it's important to grow your business. For a lot of you on here, a lot of you on here have already started to grow your team. You may not know why that's so crucial right at this moment. If you attend that call, it will be perfectly clear to you why it's important to grow your business.
I want to add on to that. Everything that we're doing on these calls and on Brave Babel and any kind of extra training that you get should always be income producing for you. So you should always learn something, take something from that can help you in your business and be income producing so that you're not wasting your time taking it away from your family or whatever that is. It should be income producing for you. That is extremely important.
Yeah, and we need you to know that we're not just brilliant, genius people. I mean, we are. But basically what we've done is we have talked to or listened to people that are already successful in this business. And all we're trying to do is replicate the success that they have had. We're not having to sit here trying to figure out something brand new or invent something. It's already been done for us. So when we identify those things that are happening, we try to share those with you. That way you can better produce in your own business. All right, our next thing that we want to talk about tonight is the importance of your first 15 days or your front lines or your downlines first 15 days.
Okay, the first 15 days are the shooting star incentive with Scentsy, okay? The reason that's so important for most people is because it's a goal that they don't think they can reach, and then they do, and then they're wowed by that amazingness. It also is, I believe, is that that's $100 paycheck for the next month, right? If it's within that month, is that right? Yeah.
It's especially 20%. Important to us because we want people, first of all, to be able to accomplish that goal of $500 in their first 15 days. The second thing is, and this is one of my selling points when I'm recruiting, first of all, you're going to learn a lot in that first 15 days because you're selling a lot, but you're also going to get the $100 you invested in this business back. Yep. All right. And therefore, once you get that first $100 back, everything you do from this point on in Scentsy is profit. Okay. So that is extremely crucial. Most businesses fail because of their overhead. It's too much. We don't have that problem in our business. You can literally be debt-free forever with Scentsy within your first 15 days. And that is extremely important for us to start people off into their business debt-free.
So if you, just side note for anyone watching later, if you did not hit your 515 days, that is okay. But my challenge to you would be to start on the next month and get your 500 by the 15th of the next month. That should be a goal every single month. And for us, it is a goal, only ours a little bit more, but we want to at least be at 500 by the 15th of the month, because that ensures if you're a leader, you've done your part to be paid at title. Okay, it's one of the requirements. If you are a lead or above, you have to have 500 in any given month to get paid at title. So it means if you hit all your numbers except for that, you're not getting paid on your team. Right. So, and I did that for too many times. Like it's very important that you hit $500, and I encourage every single one of you to do that on the 15th of every month, because that ensures your paycheck for the next month. Okay, once you hit certified.
It's funny, once you start doing it, you'll realize, hey, I can do this. Yeah. For some reason, like for years, we had this mental block that, man, 200, man, we can't hit 200 this month or whatever. But man, we set that goal at 500 and we started hitting it. Now it's at 2,000 and we've hit it 5 months. That is not to overwhelm
people. That's just our personal goal. And why 2,000?
Because we get paid at 30%.
Okay. Normally, once you hit certified, you get paid at 25%. So when you first join Scentsy, you're getting paid at 20%. Once you hit certified, after a lifetime of $1,000 sold in Scentsy, you get paid at 25%. If you hit 2,000 in any month, you get an extra 5% on your paycheck. That's important to us. That's $600 to us that we get to put into our bank account that's a guaranteed. Without anyone else or anything else, we get $600. And that is a car payment. That is a couple months of groceries. That is a lot of gas being paid. Those are bills that covered, okay? So that's why it's important. And
by the way, I just want to point out, we've hit that 5 months in a row now. And
I know a lot of you on here, your goal is $2,000 a month because you already did it and you already know that. And so it's just it's like an automatic goal. That's your goal.
It's doable. It's extremely doable.
The first 70 days, so we've talked about the first 15 days, you get a couple of rewards from Scentsy. All of that is very important, but mostly the most important thing is hitting shooting star for your own personal goals and to earn your investment back. That's our personal opinion on it. You get, what else do you get? You get an award from Scentsy, and you get something else. You get like a charm or something. It's been a very long time for me. So, okay, it's a charm. And so, and then you also get you qualify to earn the you get to buy the shooting star kit, which is a $200 purchase for you, but it's like $400 worth of product, so that you get PRV, but it helps you get set up for events and things like that. So there are other incentives. Our personal opinion of that is to get 500 because it is a goal that you didn't think you could meet. And then the second part is you earn your investment back with Scentsy, and you're no longer in debt to this investment that you made, okay? The next thing is your first 70 days, and that is Scentsational Start. Scentsational Start has 3 levels that you can earn. Those are all set up to help you succeed. So whether you hit level 1, 2, or 3, there are different rewards based on product credit and recognition. And if you hit level 2 or 3, you get a special warmer that's absolutely gorgeous. And level 3, you get special recognition at Scentsy Family Reunion, meaning Heidi and Orville call you out and want you to walk across the stage to meet them because they're so proud of you. It's a big deal, okay? Those goals are not set up to annoy you or to just, I don't know. They're set up to help you succeed. They're set up for your success because those are meeting goals you didn't think you could meet. So if you have questions about what those goals are, let us know because we want to help you with that. Let your sponsor know because if they don't know or they're too new to know, that's okay. We're here for you, okay? We want to help you with that. So let us know if you have any questions about that. The why certified is important. I've already said this, but I'm going to say it one more time. Certified is when you first sign up with Scentsy, you are an essential consultant. And until you hit $1,000 sold in Scentsy, you are essential. Once you hit 1,000, you are now certified and you get a lifetime pay of 25% on your sales, okay? And then if you hit 2,000, you get an extra 5%, and that's any given month. But 25% is our base pay after we're certified consultants. So it's also important because if you're trying to earn an incentive, you usually get 1,000 points towards the incentive for hitting certified. We're going to get to that in just a second. My question for you guys would be, I really want you to think about this, but what do you want from Scentsy? Like, what is it that you want Scentsy to do for your life, for your business? And I think I asked this on the team page earlier, but what do you want your paycheck to do for your family? Like, for me, Scentsy is, and I've learned this from others, specifically Allison and Brian Dalkey, but Scentsy for me is a vehicle and a tool to use to get where I'm going, right? That's important for me to understand. So what do I want, Scentsy? Why do I want to earn an extra $200 a month? I want to earn an extra $200 a month because I want to pay my electric bill with Scentsy. What is your purpose for Scentsy? What do you want it to do for you? Do you just want the half price and free Scentsy, every time you do sales? Is it a hobby for you? And that's okay if it is. We want to know that. We want to know if it's going to pay your groceries. We want to know if it's a date night for you. I think Shayna told me earlier that's what they use it for. They use it for date night right now. So so that Fred and Shayna can go on dates. That's what their Scentsy is based on or set up for. Are you in it to earn free trips? Because that's a real thing. It is actually a real thing. Free trips, and we're going to Mexico in January, and I know a couple of you are trying to get there too. I know Shannon Siska's definitely going. Shannon Evans.
There's 2 people on this team that are pretty much already there. One of them knows it, and the other one doesn't. I'm just saying. I was looking at points yesterday, and I already know there are 2 couples in Team Be Bold that are going to Mexico right now. No doubt about it. Everybody else is kind of like, maybe.
So you set up what you want to do with this, but if your goal is to earn free trips, that is awesome, and you can do it, and Scentsy will send you anywhere. Daniel and I, one of us, and Shannon Evans, we earned the trip to the Mediterranean cruise for one. We only earned it for one. So in order to get it for two and not have to pay like $7,000, I didn't get to that. So Daniel didn't get to go with me, and so we opted to do a different thing, and we're getting to go to California for 6 nights and stay in a Scentsy hotel of choice, whatever they tell us, wherever we're staying. And I think it's a resort hotel, but that's something that is real. Them giving us free trips for the things that we've done and the goals that we've achieved is a real thing. And in Mexico, I promise we're going for free for 2. No doubts about it. So do you want Scentsy to pay your mortgage? Do you want Scentsy to pay your car payment? What do you want to do with Scentsy?
So when we go to Mexico, who's going to pay for parking? Is it going to be us or the other?
Parking where?
The airport.
Oh, I don't know. Do you know that?
No, I think we'll let Richard pay for it.
Richard,
you want to pay for parking? I know he's going.
Do firefighters have to pay for their parking?
I don't know. Maybe you can get like a firefighter discount or something. Who else wants to go? Hey, we can hold a lot of people in 2 vehicles. We want to take as many people as we can. Jericho over there.
When we tell you that they're free trips, we mean like food, drinks,
everything,
flights, hotels. Get
your butt to the airport.
Everything. All you have to do is get to wherever you're going, like the airport, or to, if it's a cruise, to the place where they're departing. Anyway, so I want to know what you want to do with Scentsy. What do you want Scentsy to do for you? What is it going to do for your life, for your family? How is it going to benefit you? So Reach for the Beach is the incentive going on right now. I'm not going to get into that too much right now. I believe your sponsors should have or can tell you about it, but if they cannot, please, please, please reach out to me.
I'm going to cover it on the Babel.
If you want to go to Mexico with us in January, you need to know how to do that and how to plan your plan of action so that you can go to Mexico. And I would love to help you. I've written like 17 plans for it, so I'm so excited, and I want everyone to go. But if you need help with that, please let us know. Please let your sponsor know so that we can get you a plan together and a goal every month to make it achievable for you. Parties. Everyone knows that we are a party business, right? We do parties. So for some, that might mean that you have to go set up in someone's home and do the whole thing, and that's fine. And that's great. Daniel and I do that. But I want you to know that there are other ways for you to earn your personal retail volume. PRV, that's what I didn't cover. PRV is personal retail volume, okay?
GWV.
And GWV is group wholesale volume, and until you have a director underneath you, GWV and TWV will be the same amount. But group wholesale value is, I don't want to get too confusing.
I'm going to update them on those numbers here in a minute.
Okay. Okay, it's 75% of our team's whole PRV. So all of you and me or Shannon and all of her team, whoever, that is, your GWV is 75% of your total sales with you and your team. Okay?
Somebody else put in something else.
So to get PRV, there are different ways to do that. I know Shannon Evans, she is popular in our Brave family for going to town. Okay, she goes and she talks to businesses. She talks to people all the time, and she gets usually around $2,000 a month sold because she needs her car payment. See, she posted that. She needs a car payment. Ashley needs a car payment. This is awesome. I love it. I want to know everyone's goals. So she goes to town. That's what we call that. She goes to town. Something I would love to be able to do more of. She goes to town. That's coming in my future. I know it. They're on-the-go parties. So I posted a picture earlier, I think, in our team page of my on-the-go basket party, and it had like the warmer of the month for April and a scent of the month. I don't usually share that until the 1st, but it was going to a group of teachers, and we're not closing the party until April 1st, so I wanted to have pre-orders for that. But party on the go. You send stuff with someone, and they go, and they get your sales for you, and they bring you back a party, okay? That is a great success. It's absolutely huge because you're not doing the work, they are, and then you can try and get them to join your team because they already know how to do it. You know, that'd be great. But anyway, that's just a side note. You can do fundraisers. If you have questions about fundraisers, let us know because we have some people already working on fundraisers now, and we are going to do a fundraiser as well. You can do events. I know Karen Teague, I don't think she's on here. She did an event on Saturday where she went and set up, where were they? Somewhere in Ore City, I don't know. And she set up her Scentsy business, and she had a pretty good day. Like, she sold some stuff at her event. And that's a great way.
More importantly, she was offered a whole bunch of opportunities while she was there.
Yeah, like people just kept telling her they need Scentsy people to do their events. Y'all, if you're not doing events, I would encourage you to at least do 1 or 2, especially if you have a team, because first of all, it may not be for you. You may be like, I'm never doing an event again, but your team needs to know how to do events. Maybe it is for them. So I encourage you to get more involved. Also, events get you something else that you don't get at normal parties. They get you a whole ton of people you do not know. That means you have contacts, you meet people, and that's just a whole nother realm of the business. So events are important. You also get on lists, like the lady at the 42 RV Trades Day that does Scentsy, she's there, like she's doing it, and no one else can sell Scentsy there because she's doing it until she stops. And
she's not even getting people's information.
I mean, like, it's a big deal. I would love that kind of thing. So get in where you can, do events. At least do 1 or 2. Decide if you can. I say at least 2 because the first one will be an experience for you. The second one will be like, oh, I got this. I know what I'm doing. You can do home parties. You can do Facebook parties. You can do bingo parties. You can do Zoom call parties.
Hey, so I want to jump in here real quick. The whole bingo thing, I think we made a big deal about that. There was a call with what's her name?
Allison and Brian Dalkey. Go watch it every Tuesday night. We posted that onto the
page. Well, look, to my knowledge, there's been 2 of us in this team that have done that so far. And Shannon and Richard, if y'all don't mind, I'm going to unmute you guys and kind of let you share your experience with that with the rest of everybody. All right.
Hang on.
There you go.
There he goes.
Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. So I had also watched the video, what was it, several weeks ago that Allison did on bingo. And I watched it again last week, and I took notes, and I wrote everything down, and I soaked it all in. I ordered bingo playing cards, and then I ordered the bingo calling cards, and I just chose a date, and I texted people. I did not create a Facebook event. I just texted a lot of people. I actually started with people who had not bought Scentsy from me, and then I kind of backtracked into following up with some people that had just bought. But anyway, so, oh, shoot. Am I still there? Okay. Can you still hear me? Okay. So anyway, I set bingo up here at the house, and I set up my display, and I had 6 people show up to my party, and I believe bingo is a game changer. Standing up at a party and explaining the products, it's a lot of fun. I've done lots of fun games, and everybody always enjoyed themselves and they placed their orders. But bingo was totally different because they were more interactive. They were listening to everything that I said. They were listening for their numbers. They were all laughing. They were talking back and forth across the table. They were smelling scents in between. I mean, it was just way more interactive than I had ever experienced or that I had ever really hoped that it would be. And the great thing about bingo and the way we've set this up, or the way Allison set it up and gave to us, is the fact that you require people to commit to an order before they even walk in the door. So you require them, you say, hey, I'm having a bingo night at my house. It's $30 to come, but that $30 goes towards your order. And some people ordered $30 and some people ordered a little bit more. It's up to them. But they've already walked in the door to commit that you're going to have a qualifying party if you can get 7 people at your house. And so we also did prizes for each round. We did 6 rounds of bingo, and they had prizes. Like I gave away a car bar, a wax bar, room spray, some Go Pods, a counter clean. And so, I mean, I gave away some really good prizes. So everybody walked away with an awesome prize. They also gave them some samples, sent to the month samples and whatnot. And so they walked away with doing an order for some awesome Scentsy, and they got some free stuff, and they had a great time, and I had some snacks. And so I really think that bingo, and I had 6 people physically here. I had one person that ordered from me already. They couldn't come. And from those 6 people that were sitting in my house last night, I booked 3 parties, 3 bingo parties. They had that much fun that they want to have a bingo party at their house. So I have 2 in April and 1 in May already booked. So I really think that bingo is going to be an amazing game changer for all of us.
Hey, so thanks. She had a really good experience. Me and Amanda, ours was kind of a last minute thing. We had a home party scheduled. I've had it scheduled off of a party we had done last month, and I saw how many people were interacting on the event page, and I saw how many had committed to coming. So kind of, was it the day of? Yeah, the day of, which was Friday. I sent the hosts a message and said, hey, we've got this new thing that we were thinking about trying out. It's different. We've never done it before. Would you be willing to do it? It's Scentsy Bingo. And she was like, heck yeah. So, yeah, we did not do the event minimum, which we will when we schedule it. Hang on, I just had something pop up in my face. The $30 minimum, we will do that from now on, but we didn't because it was kind of last minute, and we really just wanted to do it for training. We had met this host before. We were pretty comfortable with her, and we ended up having 12 people show up for the party. 14 by the end of it. It was like, right there at the end, like a few more came in. We didn't just stop and wait for everybody. We just started our bingo. I realized several things. First of all, I recorded ourselves doing the bingo too, because we want to be able to watch ourselves and see what we can do to improve, what worked, what didn't work. So we started our bingo, and I learned, like Shannon just said, people were a lot more attentive. There was a lot of excitement and chit-chats going on. They were listening. So the way we have the bingo set up is 6 rounds, and for each round we cover a different line that Scentsy has. It took a minute to get used to, because she was calling out numbers and I was talking, or I was calling out numbers and she was talking. So that took a little bit of getting used to. However, it was a huge success. There were a lot of orders. There ended up being a lot of questions about product lines that most people aren't even, even though we show them at a home party, they never really entertain them. And we had quite a few more questions on actual product at the end. So last time I looked, that party was rolling over $500. We ended up extending that out till the 1st of April, because there were a lot of teachers there, and we wanted to make the warmer of the month for April available to them. And we also wanted to front load our month of April, and Amanda's going to hit on that here in just a little bit. But the bingo was huge. We did the same thing. We ordered the bingo cards, and we did the daubers just because me and Amanda, we love the little daubers. We ordered all that off of Amazon. It didn't cost that much, especially our first bingo party has more than reimbursed us for that. Don't be afraid to try something new. Now, I will tell you, we did not book any parties off of that. However, I'm not giving up hope, because we did a raffle on that bingo party, and we have contact information for every single person that was there. Now, we're going to follow up with them. When we get our calendars out for April and May, we're going to follow up with every single person that was at that party. We're going to text them individually, thank them for coming, thank them for the order they placed, if they placed one, ask them if they enjoyed the bingo, and then ask them if they are willing to host a bingo party for us. So I'm not really disappointed that we didn't book any more parties out of that, because I think
it was way chaotic at the end of that.
Yeah. And really, to be honest with you, I don't even think we even engaged anyone about booking a party.
But it wasn't.
So I'm not giving up hope, because we got their information off of that raffle we did. We got their names, their contact information, their emails, whether they do text or calling, whatnot. So we're going to follow up with each of those 14 people, and I am almost positive, just because they had such a great time, that we're going to get at least one to who knows how many parties. I'll tell you something else that I learned off of the bingo. So sometimes when you take a break and there's like people getting food and whatnot, it's hard to get everybody corralled back up and get focused again. The bingo is so great because all you have to do to get everyone back to where they go and focused again is start calling numbers for the next round.
They're there.
And it's like everyone's around, you know, somebody's out back trying to smoke cigarettes. There's 4 or 5 people in the kitchen grubbing down. Somebody's using the bathroom. Somebody's doing this. Man, you say B14, it's like magic. Everybody comes back in and you can just continue to roll. So I think where we have had experience with home parties, we plan for an hour to an hour and a half. But then 3.5 hours later, we're still sitting there, which is also, it's normally wonderful because it's been a successful party. But the bingo is you're able to stay right on track and keep people's attention. So,
and once your round ends, you've got to wrap up whatever you're talking about so you can go into the next round. So it's kind of a control thing.
If you guys, you leaders or any of your frontline or downline are if they have questions or they're interested in this bingo, the first thing they need to go do is watch that video that Allison Dalkey.
And one of us will share it on the page tonight. I might get Shannon says too, because I might forget. But share it on the page because it's a game changer for real.
So watch that video and then feel free, and I'm going to volunteer Shannon and us. If you have any questions about that, reach out to us. I watched the video and we've experienced the bingo, and there are several things that I'm going to change. For example, I'm just going to tell them it's going to cost $30 to come and that there are prizes available for each round. I'm not going to tell them that they got to buy $30 in Scentsy or they've got to buy a 6-pack of bars to come. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tell them that it costs $30 to come play bingo.
But the reason that's important is because it takes a lot of prep work, which he did not do any of. So it takes a lot of prep work for you to get all of your free gifts together and all of your raffles together and all of your gifts together and get all the bags numbered and all of that stuff. You need to know how many people are coming to your bingo party. It's important for you so that you're not wasting your time. I prepped 20 things. I'm very glad that I did 20 of everything because we had 15, 16 orders. So I'm glad I did that. But knowing how many people are going to be there is essential. Like it is very important, and it's very, very hard to
absolutely. And I'm not saying not know how many people are coming. I'm just telling you that the people that commit to coming, I'm not telling them that they've got to buy a 6-pack of bars to come. I'm not telling them that. What I will do when we get ready to start that first round of bingo, I will let them know that each of them have a catalog or a pamphlet and an order form, and that we are giving them because they're paying $30 to come. We're going to give them $30 of credit. So look through the catalog, look through the pamphlet, and start ordering things. My hope is that by them learning about the products that we're selling, going throughout those rounds, and having that catalog in front of them, is that perhaps they will order more than $30. Also, and this isn't something we did, but this is something I'm thinking about doing in the future, is, when we give them their packet when they come, it's got their bingo cards in there, and they've got one bingo card for each round. I'm playing around with the idea of selling an extra pack of cards for $10. And so instead of having the one card per round, they're going to have 2 cards per round. And they'll get $40.
I have no doubt that 5 people would have done that on Friday night.
And basically, instead of having the $30 credit, they're going to have $40 credit. So basically what I'm doing is I'm sacrificing a little cheap pack of bingo cards for an additional $10 in sales.
It's like 2 cents.
Because, our goal is to have a great time and be entertaining and all that, for everyone to have a wonderful time. But at the end of the day, our whole point of even being there is sales. So I'm going to keep playing around with this bingo thing. I want to get men to our bingo party. I think if we tell them they got to buy a 6-pack of wax, that I'm going to have a hard time getting men there. But I know, but in the video, she talks about, a 6-pack of wax. I want them to be able to purchase anything in that $30 range or $40 range if they want to buy that extra set of cards. I just don't want people to be like, man, I don't want to have to buy $30 worth of bingo, you know. So, because some people just, man, they're willing to give away $30 just to come play bingo. So that's just something that I'm picking up and playing with. And you guys, as y'all get experience with it, you'll want to tweak it to yourself. So they do know. That's a great question. Fred and Shayna asked, do y'all tell them if it's a Scentsy party before they come or just that it's a bingo night? So we call it Scentsy Bingo. So I mean, they got a pretty good idea that it's Scentsy Bingo.
I think you could do it either way.
Yeah, I mean.
I would want them to know.
Yeah, this is a thing. If they're paying $30 to play bingo, they're paying $30 to play bingo. The way I look at it is they're getting $30 of credit in Scentsy. And when you tell them that there's prizes for each round, I mean, our prizes were pretty freaking awesome. I didn't have a single person who was disappointed with the prize that they won. In fact, they were like extremely excited. So this bingo thing, look, there's going to be some things that work for Richard and Shannon that maybe don't work for us, some things that work for us that maybe don't work for them. We're learning this, but I can go ahead and tell you, and Richard and Shannon are going to agree with us, bingo is a game changer. If I could just do four of those bingo nights like we did last Friday, my $2,000 PRV a month is going to be easy. It's going to be extremely easy. So if you are looking for a way to expand your business and do something new, here it is. Bingo.
Okay. We'll do another bingo training sometime maybe. The front loading your month. Whatever your goal is for the month, whether it be 200 to be active, whether it be 500 to be paid at title, if you have a team under you, whether it's 2,000 so you can get that extra 5% bonus, whatever your goal is, front load your month. That means that you want to come into your month with parties planned already. So if you don't have any parties planned for April, get them planned because you want to plan your April. You want people, you want to know how, in January, I think, what did we have, 10 parties? I think we had 10 parties in January. I had already planned those in November and December, okay? So I was ready for January and consistently since then, okay? You plan your parties and front load your month. That means the first couple of weeks of your month should be very busy, should be very income producing for you so that you can hit your 500 and then you can move on. And if you get more than that, that's great. But front load your month. Get it to where your PRV, your personal retail volume, is where you want it to be for the month in the beginning. Shannon Evans will forever be my rock star. I always tell her that. But she is known for waiting until the last week of the month.
She did good this month.
It's very stressful for her. And but she does it because she's a rock star. And some of you might be awesome like that too. Daniel would be great at that too because he works well under pressure. It's much better to front load your month so that you can be available to your team if you have one. You can get extra PRV if you can. It's awesome. So front load your month. Get your month prepared. Get it full of parties for the month, whether it be bingo, on the go, Facebook, fundraisers, events, whatever you're doing, front load your month.
So at the beginning of March, I put out a post, and I believe I put it on Be Bold. I know for sure I put it on the directors. Mine and Amanda's goal for March was 2,000 PRV, and for our team GWV to be at 10,000 by the 25th of the month, because that was important for me and for us, because the 10,000 GWV means we get paid at title as directors. Our 2,000 PRV means that we're looking at a minimum of a $600 paycheck. Okay, and then being done by the 25th is important to us, so we are available to help our team at that last crucial, the chaotic last days of every month. We have watched for months as people. Promotions. We watch for months as directors and teams are just chaotic. Everybody trying to get paid at the last minute, and we don't want that in our team. So I talked about backwards planning. instead of working that hard at the end of the month, work that hard at the beginning of the month. Let me tell you what this month how our planning and our goals coming all together has allowed us to go ahead and start working towards April. So we've already hit our 2,000 PRV. We've already hit our GWV as a team, the 10,000. And it's crazy. I was looking at the numbers a minute ago. It's like, wow, all these orders are starting to come in. Of course, we're hitting the last week of the month. So we're done for April. When I say we're done, we're not done working. I mean, we're here with you guys. We're investing. We're here available to help. That's what we want to be able to do. But so that bingo party we did on Friday, right? Well, if we wouldn't have front loaded our month and been able to accomplish all of our goals, we would have needed that party to hit our personal goals for March. But since we were already there, we extended that party from Friday night until April 1st. And what we did was we had an amazing bingo party. This host is already going to get a ton of rewards and everything. She's super excited. But today we went to her house and we dropped off a on-the-go party, a basket party. In that basket party, there was the samples, the testers. There was a couple catalogs, a stack of order forms. We had the warmer of the month for April. And the reason we did that, we're not trying to kill ourselves for April, ourselves or yours. This isn't online anywhere, okay? However, this lady is a teacher at a large school that has a lot of teachers. And we wanted her to be able to show those teachers that apple warmer and the Johnny Appleseed wax scent and be able to go ahead and collect orders. And the only reason we did that is because we are already good for this month. All right, we've already made our goals. We are happy and content as if today was the last day of the month. Because we did all that work at the beginning of the month, whatever this lady does with her on-the-go party plus her bingo party, that will hit April 1st.
Which, keep in mind, is already over $500.
Right. So also future planning, April's going to be it's going to be a tough month for me and Amanda because we are going to Director Boot Camp in Meridian, Idaho. We have an event on the 7th. We are going to South Texas at the end of the month for a week. I mean, we're going to be out of town for almost 2 weeks of the month, which is going to make it extremely hard for us to hit our personal goal of 2,000 PRV. So having this additional week this month to go ahead and front load and already knowing that I've got 600 PRV in the bank, rolling a week before we even roll into the month, it takes a lot of stress and pressure off of us. So good, effective planning, having your goals, knowing what they are, and knowing how to get there is extremely important. And if you can learn to organize your time and your schedules and set attainable goals and develop plans to reach those goals, you're going to kill it in this business. And you're not going to kill yourself doing it. So
the next thing, I'm going to try and make this quick because y'all's time is important, and I know that. Future trainings, we will do them, of course, but if any of you have ideas and you think you're doing awesome at something you want to share with us, please get with us. But I know for a fact that Shannon and or Richard and then Shannon Evans, they will be doing some of the calls in the future for us. All of these calls, it's important for you to be on. It's important for you to share with your team to be on because it's all for you. It's all to help you in your business, okay? And we want that relationship with you guys. We love y'all, and we want to be a part of what you're doing in your business. It's important to you. It's important to us. So that's what these calls are for. It's important to be on them because you might learn something you didn't know. And if you want your team to be on them, then you should be on them because it trickles down from the top. And if we're not participating in something that we think might be beneficial to someone, why should our team, right? So it's important to me that y'all get on Brave Babble also on Monday nights because I know it can be beneficial to you. Even though the topics may not always be something that help with you, I typically learn something every time we have a call. I also highly recommend Online Steps to Success for your business because, well, I love them. Those who show up, go up. That is
Well, it's funny. I'm looking at the people on the screen right here, and they are all. I believe everyone on this screen is in the top 16. Yeah.
So it's important for you to show up. If you show up, you're going to go up because you learn things. You can use things in your business. You can share with your team. If you show up, you're going to go up, and that means in our team page. That means here. Once you hit start and above, there are other options for you as far as learning. So those who show up go up. Are you wanting to talk about something else? Okay, hurry up. I don't want to waste their time.
Yeah, the last thing that I want to do is just go over the actual team numbers so far for the month. And these are going to change a lot in the next week. They've already changed a lot in the last 12 hours. So right now we are sitting at 21 people active. That means that you have 200 PRV or above. That is 22 actually out of 50. Okay. Thank you to each and every one of you that have done that this month. And thank you for those that are still working towards it. As far as our team numbers so far, we have a GWV, that means a group wholesale value of 10,669.
That is awesome, y'all. It makes me so happy.
That is a collective effort from all of us. That's amazing. And the last thing I wanted to put out, and this may not seem important to everybody here, but it is important to our stars and, of course, us as your director. Come on, man. I hit the wrong button. This month, this month has been a lot different. We have 31 people out of 50 that have made a sale this month. That's growth.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
Growth. So,
and a lot of our new people that are on zeros and they're brand new. So I mean, it's okay. It's okay to just try to get to whatever your goal is. We always push 515 days because that's for you. That helps you.
Who got a new teammate? Is it Kaylin?
Kaylin got a new teammate.
Mm-hmm.
We did last week. We have 2 new this month.
So my encouragement to you guys as y'all continue to add new team members is to encourage them to be involved. Okay, the more successful they are, the more successful you are. And if you don't understand that concept, if you're on the babble that I'm doing on why it's important to grow your team, I will explain it in detail to you. You know, it hurts my heart. I've got one of our people who they're not on here, and none of their people are on here, and it's sad because there's so much potential there. We're going to continue to reach out to them, encourage them to become involved. You know, as a leader,
it's not sad if your goal is. I have a couple people. Their goal is to sell 200 every 3 months, and that is okay with me. And it's not sad to me that they're not here. It's sad to me when I see people who want this as their business, that want to achieve their goals, that want to do things that are important with their Scentsy business, and they don't show up. Because if you don't show up, how are you going to learn things? How are you going to teach your team things? How am I going to teach you guys things if I am not showing up to what Cassie, our superstar director, my sponsor and director, how am I going to teach you things if I don't show up to what she provides?
I also love this business because if you're not wanting to work your business and you're not being business minded about it, those team members that you have, they'll pass you by. So that's where I say it breaks my heart, because some of these folks have some amazing team members, but they're not being led, and that's a shame. So this week, Amanda reached out to each and every person on our team. She got some responses back.
9 responses.
9 out of 49. So I encourage you guys, if you're wanting to make money with this, if you're wanting to go on trips with this, if you're wanting to accomplish whatever you signed up to accomplish, become involved. Participate, encourage your team to participate in these. We are just here for you.
Oh,
not all.
I got 9 no, yeah. I got 9 responses, and they were all our frontline.
Hey, so, it takes time to sit down and text everybody, and it takes time to put these trainings together and stuff. And this is saying we're going to do them whether people are on here or not, because we are going to invest in those that show up. Our future depends on it. So just, again, if I can encourage anybody, please show up.
If you have anything, I'm going to leave you with one more thing. And then if you have any thing that you want to share with us, I would love to hear from any of you. I know it's been an hour, so y'all may be like, hey, we're done.
So we'll remain on here for a little bit just in case anybody's got anything. I want to say to you to be brave. That's a tribute to Cassie and our brave family. Be brave, be bold, change your story, and be you. That's it. That's it.
Do y'all want to share anything? Anybody want to share anything or touch on something that we missed?
You want to stop the recording?